Hey everyone, welcome back to the Deeper Dive. It is your host Luke, and today I'm very excited to share with you guys some stuff about 7-Eleven and just how Velo and Lightnet will take over using the 7-Eleven ecosystem as a propellant for the Velo ecosystem to boost it into the atmosphere. Okay, guys, this is very exciting stuff that I'm going to be sharing with you. And yeah, we can get right into things. Today I'm on Velo's page for this opening here, and I would like to show you guys, if we go down to their partners, we can see here that we have CP Group as well as 7 Bank, and then I would like to highlight Uni President. And I'm going to explain why this is in a moment here. Although these are some very big partnerships that I think have gone sort of unrecognized, not CP Group so much, but 7 Bank and Uni President. I think a lot of you guys have stuff to learn, and this one will be exciting for everyone to learn about. So I would like to show you guys this video here from Sam Connor, who did a live with Mike Kennedy, which was the CEO of Velo, and I discussed this more, how he was the co-founder of Zelle, which is the largest payments network in the United States. And this was specifically about their remittance corridor with Bitaza and, sorry, I'm blanking here, with Bitaza and Tempo, that's right. Although there's this part that I would like to highlight in the video, so I'm going to go ahead and play this for you guys, and you can let me know what you think after, but also smash a like for this content, guys, because it's very exciting. Drop a subscribe, please. Thank you. Let's get on now.
I just want to make sure I want to make sure I heard that correctly. So you said say that one more time. 11,000 what?
11,000 7-Eleven convenience stores, which the hope is that those could eventually be cash in, cash out locations for the network, so that someone can say, I want to send money or I'm going to receive money, and maybe they're an unbanked. They don't have a bank account, but they could go and they have a code on their phone or something like that, and they go to the 7-Eleven and take cash out that way. So we're trying to really make this cross-border payments efficient for all of the unbanked and underbanked as well as everyone else.
That is huge. That is very huge. I mean, do you see like other corridors being added in the near future?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we haven't announced our roadmap of what quarters there would be, but we're in.
Wow, guys, did you hear that? He's talking about CP Group's 11,000 7-Elevens. Although, what I would like to highlight here is how he was talking about cash in, cash out payments and how they could make that possible through these 7-Eleven stores. So, to explain this for you guys and make it make sense, let's say an unbanked worker in Thailand needed to send money to his family in another country. Let's say he went to 7-Eleven with cash and had the Orbit wallet and then exchanged cash in return for receiving Velo without the need for a bank. He would have Velo sent to his wallet through the QR, and then he could use Velo to send the money cross-border payments. And the same goes for the payments themselves. Let's say he had cash and wanted that cash in a better position. He could put it into his Orbit wallet, for example, and receive Velo at a 7-Eleven local store, and that way create a store of value as well as have access to sending that money or using that money in terms of payments at local convenience stores, etc., all while having direct access on his phone, which is huge for people who are unbanked and don't have just an easy bank account access they can log into to check on their money and keep it safe as well as be able to send the money instantaneously for little to no cost. So touching back on this, I would like to show you guys 7 Bank. And we can go to this tab here, and 7 Holdings are a subsidiary or the parent company of 7 Bank. And you can see here that 7 and I has more than 15,000 convenience stores and gas stations in North America, and I believe this includes Canada. Although we can also see that in Japan, they have more than 21,000 stores. So that's about 36,000 just right there from this single partner with Velo. Now, if we go on to this one in Thailand about the 7-Eleven stores, we know that CP All is the sole operator of 7-Eleven in Thailand and manages over 14,000 stores. So now we went from 36,000 to about 50,000. Now, if we go back to Velo's page, we see Uni-President, and Uni-President operates over 10,000 7-Eleven stores. You can see this announcement was about their 10,000th opening. So that is very exciting. Now, what we can also see here is that this totals 14,000 plus 36,000, which is equal to 50,000 plus another 10,000, which is 60,000. Okay, guys? If you're staying with me, then that's great. So we now have 60,000 stores. I looked it up, and there's roughly 85,000 total 7-Elevens. So if we divide 60,000 by 85,000 to find out how many they operate out of the total amount, we can see here that they operate roughly 70%, okay guys, which is insane. 70% of the total amount of 7-Elevens are operated by Velo Labs partners, which is huge, especially for this cash in, cash out system, where they would be able to pay with the Orbit app and Velo, although they would also be able to cash in, cash out, to be able to send money cross-border for their family or wherever they are trying to get money to. That is absolutely huge, guys. And here we can see this is the 7-Eleven where they're talking about their financials here, that they have the 85,000 convenience stores in 20 countries. Okay? And if we look at the 7-Eleven revenue, we see that this statement is actually specifically about 7-Eleven as the company, the ones that own all of these with 7 holdings. So this is roughly 36,000 7-Elevens, and their revenue was equal to 77 billion. Okay? So stay with me here. So if you're staying with me, let's multiply the 77 billion times the 0.70, in which this calculation would be a little bit off because we are not specifically talking about all of the 7-Elevens here, but only the ones owned by 7 Bank, although this math will still work for the example. So this is actually the revenue not including Uni-President as well as CP All, but it'll work. And we see if we multiply 77 billion times 70% to find out what 70% of 77 billion is, it is $53 billion, almost 54 billion. So that is a huge amount of revenue, as well as money that could potentially be flowing through the Velo ecosystem. And this market cap would make Velo extremely pricey. Okay, I am talking over $5, over $7. This would be a lot of money if the people in these places had access to use a Velo at their 7-Eleven. And this is not even all of it, because like I was saying, this revenue is only for 7 Banks 7-Elevens. So this does not include Uni-President or CP All, okay? So this revenue is actually much higher, times 0.7 for our 70%. So this is probably actually in the 77 billion range if I had to guess, even potentially much higher. So that is super exciting, guys. And I wanted to just explain quite how big the cash in, cash out system using 7-Eleven is, as well as touch on these partners that we saw with Velo Labs. Now, I think we are in for an interesting future to see how this plays out, especially with the Orbit app launching in this quarter. I think it will be in quarter 3 of this year. I'm confident on that still happening, I also think Orbit would be used in the Thai bot giveaway. I think it makes a lot of sense, and you could check out my other videos on that. But please like and comment and subscribe. Let me know what you think about today's video. I'm excited to drop this one for you guys. I think it was good information for you guys to understand quite how many 7-Elevens are under or are partnered with Velo. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.